Progress, progress, progress. We're making lots of progress. The world, it seems to be spinning faster than ever. We get more news, more information, more everything. Super, super fast. But is it possible, with all of our progress, with our ability to do virtually everything lickety-split, come on, there's my water, flip, there's my light, boop, I adjust the temperature. It all happens so fast, including the amount of information that we are bombarded with every single day. Is it possible, with the pace of life, we don't slow down to actually think? There used to be a day when inventions were made that society took the time to say, hey, is this actually a good thing or a bad thing? Don't believe me? Let me take you back to Cranford. Don't know if you watch these BBC period dramas. This particular setting, back to give or take the middle of the 19th century, a small town in rural England, so quaint, so cozy, so jeopardized. What was the threat? That's right. The choo-choo train was coming to town. Gasp. Is it possible that in a latter day, a former day, that people used to be a little bit concerned about all of these advancements?
Put no further pastries to your lips, or you will choke when you hear the news. The railroad is to come to Cranford. I rehearsed those words all the way from the worsted work. The railway will cut across Sir Charles's estate, and by 1845 we shall be utterly undone.
The train! It will make us utterly undone! How quaint, how cute, how charming that those rubes from former days were so concerned about an advancement like a train. Of course, a train is a good thing, and I would agree with you, rapid transportation is, but that does not mean it doesn't come without a string attached. And if you think I'm cherry picking from BBC dramas, let me return you to Downton Abbey. Do you remember the panic over the introduction of, gasp, the telephone?
It seems very wise to get a telephone now. If there is a war, it may be very hard to have one installed in a private house.
Well, let me show you where we're going to put it.
Oh.
First electricity, now telephones. Sometimes I feel as if I were living in an H.G. Wells novel.
Oh, electricity and telephones. Oh no, what's happening to our world? Don't know if you noticed, I'm sure you watched the Downton Abbey, that technology and progress and societal advancements, they were a recurring theme in that particular program. Why? Because we used to think about these things.
Why are you so against getting a wireless?
In a way, I wish you'd just say it. Cousin Robert, please buy a wireless for Downton.
I wouldn't mind.
That's because you're American, but I'm not, and I find the whole idea a kind of thief of life. That people should waste hours huddled around a wooden box listening to someone talking at them, burbling inanities from somewhere else.
But surely now with the latest news and everything, and it must be a boon for the old. What do you think, Bates?
I can't see the Dowager with a wireless, lady.
It's a fad. It won't last.
The radio. It's a fad. Why waste time? Somebody's voice babbling inanities. Was it appropriate for that generation to at least pause and ask the question, does technology, does societal progress come with a price tag? If and you recall, not a great movie, Inherit the Wind, nevertheless, a monologue delivered by Spencer Tracy, he made it clear, these advancements, they come with a price tag.
Gentlemen, progress has never been a bargain. You have to pay for it. Sometimes I think there's a man who sits behind a counter and says, all right, you can have a telephone, but you lose privacy and the charm of distance. Madam, you may vote, but at a price. You lose the right to retreat behind the powder puff or your petticoat. Mister, you may conquer the air, but the birds will lose their wonder, and the clouds will smell of gasoline.
Have you wondered at creation lately while flying 37,000 feet above the ground? Probably not. Why? We're just used to it. Progress, technology, inventions, we breathe them in as if they were oxygen without ever questioning what price might we be paying for these things. Seriously, you fly above terra firma, getting a beverage, putting down the window shade, perhaps adjusting how much air is blowing on you. Ding, oh flight attendant, come and take care of my needs. And yet we have lost something. We have lost the thought, whoa, flying through the air like a bird. How amazing! Let's be honest, we've lost our amazement. Consider the telephone. Of course you have one. It's probably attached to your body right now. I know where mine is right now. I gots to know where it is. But have we ever stopped to think, wait a second, this phone, that means any person on the planet could ring me up inside of my home? That was considered a privacy invasion. And that is why people a century and a half ago went, whoa, 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 with the telephone. The wireless, somebody's voice, just, oh, now suddenly somebody else is talking inside of my house. What are we doing? And that was a question that used to be asked. And for your consideration, I would like to ask you to ask that very question. Is it possible that because you and I live in an era of advancements and progress and inventions to improve our lives, that maybe, just maybe, it's coming at a cost? I'll be needing to see some identification, young man.
Why?
Because you, my friend, are a lawbreaker.
No, I'm not.
You are, according to this video from Ray Comfort. Production, I need the clips on time.
911, what's your emergency?
We met about
Yeah, he asked me to
this.
become a gospel partner, and he took my credit card.